Hi, today we're going to show you the features of the O&M module in SolarAMPs platform. The O&M module in SolarAMP platforms have five basic functionality. First of all, it has some monitoring dashboards which can show you the power produced bit against the actual and projected data along with other functionality and also some automated and scheduled alerts that our system generates based on that data. Then we have the service request management where you can create support tickets both from a customer as well as an admin point of view and then assign them to different resources within your organization. After that, we're going to show you how you can create work order and track their progress in our platform. And finally, we're going to touch base on our chat functionality, which is integrated both in our service request as well as work order management along with our document management feature, which can upload document images, contracts, warranties, and other related items. So as you can see on my screen, so I'm right now standing on one of our demo pages, which are linked with our four main modules. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the left navigation right here and I'm going to navigate to our reports and analytics management, and under that I'm going to go into one of our power monitoring dashboards, which is the site comparison dashboard. So if I click on this site comparison dashboard, you see a pop-up and it's going to ask me to select multiple sites or one or multiple sites in our platform. So again, for the purpose of this demo, I'm just going to select a few sites right here and click on load dashboard. So as soon as I click on load dashboards, it's going to give me different statistics and data in different widgets as you can see on this particular screen. So right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select some sites in some of our widgets that you see right here. So each widget represents different types of data. As you can see right here, some digits are giving you some graphical data, other are giving you tabular as well as high level data. So let me just select a few details for related to each widget. So as you can see, I'll go from top left to right and then bottom. So first is our system information. This shows you the entire information regarding the sites that was selected. So right now it's telling me in terms of monitoring platform that right now I'm seeing two different sites, or three different sites in fact, with two different monitoring platforms. A couple of them are integrated with eGauge and one is integrated with Tygo. It's showing me their location, system size. If current data was available for weather, it will show me that, and then garden type and other related details. Right next to that is our power monitoring widget, which gives you a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly power produced data for each of the selected site, both in a cumulative manner. Or if you want to see each site separately, pit against one another, you can click on the comparative mode and it will give you a comparison. As you can see right now, two gardens were selected and only one garden was producing power. So it's showing me power graphs for those. The other one is blank. That means it's not producing any power. You can see this for daily, weekly, monthly, as well as for a quarterly basis moving forward. Below down, as you can see, we have this, you know, mm, widget which shows you the data related to echo factors. So we have different factors right here. Right next to that, it is showing me some weather forecast data. It can be today, for next 24 hours, 5 to 7 days moving forward. Then the same data that you see on top presented in a bar chart is being presented to me right here in a tabular form if you want to use this data moving forward. And finally, we have the yield field, which is showing me the different yields and parameters for each of these sites. So based on these data, our system can generate different types of alerts as well. So if I show you a few example of different alerts, if you can see on my screen, so this is one of our alerts, which is a performance based alert. So if I zoom in a little, so it's giving me some basic details about the garden on top. Then it's telling me about the actual alert that is being generated. So right now what this alert is doing, it's putting the projected data against the actual data on a monthly basis and telling me how did the garden perform based on projected data. So this first graph is giving me that value. The second graph below that is showing me how did this garden perform with comparative to all other gardens in your portfolio. It's giving me this garden's efficiency. It's giving me the garden which produced at a maximum efficiency, and then it's giving me an average efficiency of all the gardens. Below at the end, if you see right here, this is a conclusion bar which is giving me on a monthly basis whether this garden performed at a norm, at an optimal, good, or average level. Now this is again a configurable element which you can use to set the parameters and see the data that you see fit. Right now it's set to four different types and different classifications, but you can change that based on how you want this data to be represented. So another example, if I like to show you for alerts, is our weather impact alert. So this weather impact alerts is generated on a weekly basis, and it gives you the next 6 to 7 days weather patterns. And if it is some adverse weather patterns, it will give you some affected time, and it will give you an estimated drop in production for that specific day. Another one of our alerts is the system outage alert. The system outage alerts basically generates near to real time and notifies you in case there is a issue with the Wi-Fi or any inverter, or power is not being produced, or the power produced is not being saved via any internet connectivity issues or anything like that. So your relevant persons can get notified and then take immediate action against any issue that may come up. All of these alerts that I showed you are email alerts. You get them via email, so you can configure a list of recipients, and those recipients will ultimately receive these alerts. Now going back, so I've touched base on our power monitoring dashboards and alerts. The second piece in our O&M module would be our service request management. So if I go into the service request management board, so this board is showing me a single service request that comes in. You can come here, right here on top, click on this and create new service request. So we have multiple types, like a customer request or a service request. If I click on a customer request type, you can come in, select any customer you want, and then select subscription, then create that particular ticket. And if I go down to the service request, you can come in and select different products. If I select a product, you can select the different sites from there, and create different service requests based on that. So if I walk you through one typical service request that we generate, so you can click on a service request, it takes you to the detailed page of that service request. So now it's telling you this is the customer, this is the detail, this is the attachments that was sent when you originally created that ticket. So if I had multiple customers and I want to navigate between those customers tickets, I can simply come here and select the relevant customer from the drop down. But let's say if I just want to keep my focus on this particular customer and navigate between different tickets for this customer, I can come in and toggle these switches and go between different tickets if they exist for this particular customer. Now this is a communication log where you can come in and open up a chat mechanism with the customer, or an internal chat with any other resource, and then use this attach mechanism to upload any files into this, or any images up to this, and have a back and forth communication and try to solve this issue out. So the next logical step out of this is, when you receive a service request, probably it won't be assigned. Being a, let's say if you're a large company or even a mid-size or a junior company, mostly the person who sees this won't be handling each and every request. How this request could be handled is, he can come in, simply click on this ticket, and under these bulk actions, go in and assign this to any support agent. He can click on it. If there is any support agent assigned, he can select that support agent and assign this ticket to that particular support agent. Or let's say if he's working on this ticket by himself, he can come in and then again either use the three dot menus, come here, assign this, or close this ticket out, giving proper reasoning and selecting the resolution type, how it's going to go forward. But let's say if there is a case that this support tickets ultimately needs to be escalated, and there is some actual issue which needs to be reported and checked, and a work order can be created on top of this service request. You can simply come in, either create this work order by selecting the relevant option from the menu, or he can navigate to this option right here, our work order management piece. As soon as he clicks on that, he'll be navigated to this work order management piece right here. So if he clicks on this work order management piece, he can come in, see all the work orders that was pre-existing. He can open any one of them up. But let's say if he wanted to create a new work order, he can simply click on this plus icon, provide the relevant details, the contact information, select the resources who are going to be working on this work order from an available list. This is all automated at backend using our back office management module. So once this work order is created, that work order ultimately lands right here in this page. The person can come in, click on any specific work order, see the details, again navigate between different customers by selecting the relevant customers, or navigate between tickets by selecting this, see the details of the entire work order. The linked support ticket can also be viewed right here, that this is the service request ID, each and everything, business unit information and other things that is being maintained within our own organization. If I go to the communication log, he can come in and view this entire communication log and use the chat mechanism to perform, back and forth communication. So now this is the file upload and a chat attachment functionality where he can come in and upload any files. We keep a track of who uploaded the file and when it was uploaded, along with its type and the actual file. You can come in and view the details and download them moving forwards. Similarly, under the resources tab, you can come in and view the resources who are assigned to this work order and are going to work on it. It could be one person, it could be an entire team. So depending upon how it goes, you can assign your team and take them moving forward. So yeah, so this is again a very high level overview of how our system works in terms of work order and O&M management. So thank you very much.